Okay, wires everywhere. Ah, Christ. What the fuck did I... With all my fiber art shit, I'd be better at untangling things. Are you gonna click for me? Hi, motherfuckers. I have a lot of thoughts, and I'm only gonna put some of them here. Because I don't want to be fully ostracized from my supportive online communities. So let's just start off with a confession. I, lover of democracy, supporter of, unfortunately, having to vote blue no matter who now, because I live in a purple state, have voted for Jill Stein. Gasp! I voted for her when I lived in a solid blue state, where there was no chance of votes going any other direction. So I voted not for a candidate that I wanted, but against the two-party system. I, in my young mind, thought that's how I could make a difference. That's not how you can make a difference. Our voting system's fucked. But anyway, I really believed not in Jill Stein herself, but in the vision of there being an alternative. And she feeds on that. She feeds on that every 4 years when she comes back around to make a presence known. Like a goddamn comet that we need to send a fucking missile at. She's a good speaker. I'll give her that. She's a very good speaker and brings up some very emotionally charged claims. These claims end up being very manipulative for vulnerable people, such as describing the relationship between civilians and the U.S. government as a domestic violence relationship. Yes, that is what she said at the fundraiser. I went to one of her fundraisers in San Francisco, and whew, that was a thing. Her speech was wonderful, and she even admitted that she is not running knowing that she has any chance of winning. My good, because you don't have any chance of winning. And she said she's running to make a statement. Okay, why do you only make that statement every 4 years when you can run this massive campaign? Why don't you do anything else in politics? Like, Jesus Christ. So I know I'm gonna get some Jill Stein stans in my comments, and I do not care. You can believe in whatever vaccine skepticism you want to, but she's not a good option. We need someone better for the Green Party. Please help. Please help. So long as Jill Stein is the primary, like, basically now the default third-party candidate for president, it seems like running every goddamn year, every goddamn election, why can't we get anyone else? Like all those great options for vice president, why can't we bump them up a little bit? Anyway, I have so many things I could say about how Jill Stein is, like, not a good candidate, but just go watch Ophie's video for that. I'm just gonna give my personal experience with Jill Stein. I went to a fundraising event for her. Like I said, she used some very manipulative language in that speech that she gave, which at the time I was completely drawn towards because I was living in a domestic violence situation that I could not escape. I am still fleeing from. That was a fun conversation I had with resource worker today when I described my situation. She's like, oh, so you are still fleeing from domestic violence. I'm like, maybe. Anyway, I was really drawn to that. I was really drawn to her supporters. I got to talk to some local advocates who really supported her and said amazing things about what she could do if we just gave this party a chance. And I only half thought that, because I'm like, okay, but we're not gonna win. Like, she just admitted we're not gonna win. So, what's the plan here? I did get a chance to talk to Jill Stein one-on-one. Like, face-to-face. Just a few feet apart in a tiny house in San Francisco. I think it was in North Shore. There's nothing behind those eyes. Honestly, like, I asked her questions, and it was just, like, vacant fucking responses. Like, I asked her, it's a little backstory. I have been an election worker. I was an election worker from, what would that have been? 2009 to 2018. I worked countless elections in California. And the PTSD from that goes back to the 2014 midterm primaries. So, there's a lot built up there. So I went to this fundraiser for her. And I asked her questions about how we can improve voting, how we can improve access to voting, improve safety and security of voting. Vacant fucking response, yeah. She asked me what my ideas were. She had nothing. The presidential candidate, the person who wants to be president, has no ideas for fixing a broken-ass voting system. And had to just ask a random... Oh, shit. How old was I? Early 20s-year-old. Maybe I shouldn't be too specific. Just, yo, please don't vote for her. Please don't make, especially if you're in a purple state or a red state. I had someone in fucking Louisiana say, oh, I wish I would have voted for Jill Stein. I'm like, no! No. You live in a fucking red state. You vote as blue as you can for fucking presidential candidates until we get out of this miserable goddamn system that we're in. I hate it, but that's how it is. And that's coming from somebody who voted for Jill Stein when they could have voted for Hillary Clinton. That might get me kicked out of some Facebook groups that I'm in. I really don't care anymore because certain online communities are very high controlled, and asking questions about who you voted for in presidential candidates or in presidential races to get into a Facebook group about joke polls is a little weird, bro. So, maybe I don't care if people know this now. Because now I'm just coming out and saying, please don't do the shit I did. I don't like Kamala. I was a truant in high school. It sickens me that I have to vote for a woman who wanted to imprison my parents for one of the best things they did for me. My parents allowed me to be truant to escape horrendous bullying that the school did nothing for. And they would have gone to some kind of fucking incarceration. I don't know what she had planned for that. That's a stupid fucking idea. And maybe we need to be addressing why kids aren't going to school, not just locking more people up in private prisons. Anyway, don't vote for Jill Stein. Don't Don't donate to her recount campaign that she's probably going to try to pull again. Anyway. First video here, and why not make some waves? So, I'm Brigid. That's at least what you can call me here. I describe myself on Instagram. I think it's funny. Other people think it's sad. Chronically creative and chronically homeless. This is my key right now. My key to my home. Which I have to leave on Friday. And then just bop around until my next home. Yeah, trying to get into a place. That's kind of, the whole finding my own hearth thing. I don't know why I'm doing this, like, describing the doobly-doo. Yeah. Finding my own hearth. I'm trying to find a place that is my home, that is my connection to myself in a safe place. That's my journey here. That's what I'm going to try to share here. But the election's in less than a week, and I have some shit to say, so, yeah, game.